Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to be going over the top 3 OnlyFans agency mistakes that most people are making. So if you're interested in starting an OnlyFans management agency or you're already running one, I can guarantee you that you're either going to make one of these mistakes or you're currently making one of these mistakes. And these mistakes are costing you thousands of dollars whether you know it or not. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Ethan Bayliss. I am the founder of Altrisk and OnlyFans Millions. Altrisk, the leading OnlyFans management agency based in the UK, and OnlyFans Millions, my mentorship program where we help people start and scale OnlyFans agencies up to $50,000 a month in 90 days or less by giving you access to some turnkey systems that I'm using at my personal agency. Now, let's jump straight into it. So, what are the 3 biggest mistakes? So, mistake number 1 is a lack of creativity when it comes to promotion. Now, I see so many agencies looking to just completely automate or start doing botting to acquire traffic. Now, that can be good, but it's good when you combine that with creative promotion. So, creativity comes in the form of the model creating a content. So why is your model's content different from other models' content? Maybe you're being creative in terms of you're creating content that looks native to the Instagram platform. So just go on Instagram Reels, start scrolling through, go on an account and start liking a bunch of girls' content and just scroll through and look at the type of content that goes viral. Most of the time it's not content which is just completely related to like OF sort of content. Most of the time it's like either a skit, it's a funny thing being said. It's a different sort of concept of content. So there's content that went viral when it came to recording girls in like the elevator. So OnlyFans models would go in the elevator, they would get a cameraman, and then they would kind of be wearing very provocative clothing, and they would just get the cameraman to record, and they'd just be acting like a cute girl going up the elevator. Or there'd be girls in an office pretending they'd literally rent out an office for the day and pretend to be working in the office. This is the type of content that goes viral, and it's up to you to be creative in terms of what content you're actually creating and what content is going to get reached, because good quality content gets pushed out by the algorithms, by the social media algorithms. Okay, so the better quality content, the more work the algorithm is going to be doing. It's going to be working for you rather than against you. Now, there's different types of content. So there'll be content where people are recording a model and they get like street reactions. So the model will be going up to guys, either interviewing them, asking them questions. Will just be kind of like street reactions to the model walking in a street in provocative clothing. So this is kind of stuff that is native to the platform. So it's important to look at the content that is going viral and then put a spin on it for the OnlyFans model promotion. Okay, so lack of creativity is the biggest hurdle that I see most agencies struggling with, which is why they struggle to get traffic, because they're just having to try and rely on bots. But bots work when you have good content to begin with. Okay, now the biggest mistake number 2 is not investing in good quality chatting. I get hit up by lots of people saying, hey, try out my new AI chatting. We'd love to sell this service to you, AI chatting software. AI chatting software isn't good. I'm just going to say it here. It's not good. It's just hype. That's all it is. AI chatting is terrible. It doesn't understand the nuances. It doesn't understand specific needs. It doesn't understand the context of the situation. So you're gonna, every now and then you're gonna get some really bad responses. And all it takes is one bad response to tarnish the relationship. If they say something and then you completely misinterpret what they just said, that kind of just ruins the element of intimacy. There's kind of a disconnect there. And this is what AI isn't up to standards with at the moment. So people using like AI softwares to chat, it just isn't there yet. We've tested it out. It isn't good. Same can be said with working with low quality virtual assistants. So with virtual assistants, there's a few different ones that you can work with. So you could be working with a really cheap virtual assistant, so like $3 an hour, giving them 3% commission, Or you could find a virtual assistant where you're paying them, $5 to $8 an hour, and you're paying them, 5 to 10% commission. Now, it's important to invest in a good quality chatter because the returns are going to be ginormous. If you're looking at the immediate cost of hiring someone who's capable and hiring someone who's going to yield better results and have more investment in your agency, then you just need to look at it very clearly. Okay, if I pay this person more, they're going to have more incentive to do better. If I give them more commission, they're going to have more incentive. And if I pay more, I can find a more experienced chatter who would agree to be working with the agency. And if a chatter can go ahead, because this is where the majority of the earnings take place on OnlyFans, is in the chatting in the account, in the back end of the account. And if a chatter can do a 10% increase, then it's absolutely worthwhile, especially if you're managing a big ticket creator, which leads me on to mistake number 3, and that is working with low quality creators. You cannot come into this space from a mindset of scarcity, because if you come from a mindset of scarcity, that's what you're going to get. Scarcity everywhere you look. If you come from it from a place of abundance, by building out a predictable system that can sign high-ticket OnlyFans models, then it's going to be significantly easier for you to actually go ahead and come from a place of abundance where you can select the models that you want to work with rather than taking any old model on. This is something that I have to coach people who join my mentorship program through all the time, is that they get a first little response from a potential model. They jump at the opportunity thinking, yes, I'm going to be rich. I can be working with this model. They sign the model. Then they realize, oh, the model's not actually good at creating content. She's not actually giving me any content to use. The content she does send is low quality. She's not open-minded when it comes to the suggestions they're making. They come across all these issues, which is why it's important to come from a place of abundance where you want to be selective about who you're working with. And something I like to compare it to is a partnership. So you need to view it in the lens of you are entering a partnership with an OnlyFans model. You're sharing the rev share. You want to make sure that you're going into a partnership with someone who is qualified and can handle their end. If you were to go into business and the other person who you're going into business with was lazy, unintelligent, didn't really have any skills, that's just an immediate red flag. And hopefully all of you out there, you decide against going into business with that person. And it needs to be the exact same. You're not signing a client, you're not getting a retainer, so it doesn't matter if the model does good or not. It's not like you're charging her $2,000 a month regardless. You're getting a percentage of the business. And ultimately, the goal isn't to make 3K a month, 5K a month. The goal is to be making 20K a month, 50K a month, 100K a month. Is to be building up to these big numbers. And the way that you do that is by being selective about the models that you take on. So for every 10 models that we interview, we literally only take on 2 of those models who we interview. We're extremely selective because we understand the value that we provide in terms of our attention and focus on the account. And we know the difference between putting that attention and focus into a bad quality model's account versus a high quality model's account. And the difference is night and day. It's OnlyFans is a content marketing business. You're really reliant on the content. That's the product, that's the marketing, and it's up to you to find a partner who can actually deliver on their side when it comes to creating good quality content. So it's understanding the roles and responsibilities of yourself and the model. So I can guarantee that you're either going to make one of those 3 mistakes, or you're currently making one of those 3 mistakes. And if you're currently doing that, you need to fix it. You need to be more selective about the models that you're bringing on. You need to be investing more into your chatting because it's going to yield better results, more model satisfaction, and you'll be able to scale the accounts up to higher numbers rather than thinking in the short term. You need to think long term when it comes to this. And then 3 is make sure that you're partnering with models who have creativity, and also you can assist them with that creativity. So get creative, maybe spend one night a week literally just combing through Instagram, just kind of looking for common themes, or scrolling through TikTok, Twitter, looking for common themes and looking for creative ways that you can turn that organic content that is already getting promoted by the algorithm into a slight OnlyFans twist for the model. And if you start doing that, you're going to get more subscribers, you're going to make more money in the back end, and ultimately you're going to be a lot happier and a lot richer from this. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.